Building a name for yourself on Instagram is not easy, and many fail due to 3 reasons: inconsistency, lack of relevance, and resonance. We're going to show you how to address these 3 factors and help you understand the basics of the Instagram platform. There are over 2 billion active users on Instagram. Let's find out how to make sure our voice doesn't get lost in the crowd. Instagram has 3 unique value propositions for you as a creator: diverse content formats, its massive audience, and advertising and analytics tools. Instagram offers you many different posting formats, such as stories, pictures, and reels. The features are all easy to use and give you different ways to communicate with the Instagram community. And that community is over 2.35 billion active users. That is a massive audience, and even reaching a tiny fraction of it would be a huge win. Just know that when you want to post something, the audience you have the potential to reach is about 1/4 of the world's population. That gives you a lot of potential advertising dollars as well. The Instagram algorithm will push your content out by user interest. We'll discuss this more in the intermediate lessons, but for now, just know that it's a great tool to find like-minded people to build the type of community that is going to want to enjoy your content. Lastly, Instagram's insights tools provide you with detailed analytics on how everything is working with your content. It's kind of like having a built-in market researcher right at your fingertips. Instagram can be a powerful platform for both your personal and business branding. Instagram can take you directly to your target audience, but it can also be an integral piece of your funnel that sends viewers to all your other channels. Maybe you want to use Instagram to bring viewers to your website, your store, or your longer content on YouTube. But we still want to focus on having the content made especially for Instagram. Otherwise, it may not have as much of an impact. What is consistency? As a creator, it means posting regularly on a set schedule to your account. Dwayne Johnson has said, "Success isn't about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work gains success. Greatness will come." And if you can't trust Dwayne Johnson, who can you trust? Consistent posting matters for 2 reasons. Number 1, Instagram wants their users to be active. So if you show up more consistently, your content has a better chance at reaching more people. It uses this information and pushes your posts out accordingly. Therefore, in this case, consistency equals higher visibility. Secondly, you need to build trust with your audience. Building an audience that enjoys your content is great, but you don't want to let them down. You want to create expectations of when you will release content and live up to those expectations through consistency. Let's look at 2 scenarios. First, there's Sophie. Sophie started an Instagram account about photography. She aims to post once a day, every day of the week. Sometimes life gets busy and Sophie only posts 2 times of those weeks. But then she'll get a whole lot of posts ready and post them all within 1 day. And then there's Tim. Tim started his account about cooking. He aims to post 3 times every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tim uses the weekend to make more content and live his life. Sometimes Tim has extra content and will post more than 3 times a week, but never less than 3. Now, who do we think is doing a better job? It's Tim versus Sophie in the battle of the influencers. And Tim is the clear winner. Now, why Tim? Well, it's quite simple. Tim has developed a strong cadence and continues to build a strong connection with his audience by showing up consistently. Both creators continue to make content and post regularly, but Sophie's audience can never know what to expect from her. They won't know if she'll randomly bombard their feed or if she'll disappear for a few days or even weeks. Just remember, it's better to create a pace you can maintain than it is to disappear on your audience for long periods at a time. Now, don't misunderstand us. We're not saying you need to post every single day. You need to know your limits and your capabilities. Create a realistic expectation for yourself and meet it with consistency. That's how you get success. Relevance is about having people care about what you're doing, which is obviously important when you're creating content. As a creator, you need to know who your target audience is in order to make content appropriate for them. Think about who you're trying to reach, demographically or geographically. It's important to know who you are and who you want to be for others before you start posting. The more you know, the more impactful your content will be. Relevance isn't just about what your content is about, but also how you're presenting it. For example, if you're trying to talk to adults about finances, but you have videos that involve hand puppets and flashcards, you may have done something a little bit wrong. Resonance. In short, it means quality over quantity. Many creators fail because they decide to unload a ton of content without thinking about the look and feel of each piece. We've all seen movies and TV shows with great ideas, poorly executed. Do we enjoy those movies and TV shows? No. Do we want to watch more content from those creators? Not usually. You need to think about what is appealing, shareable, and able to evoke emotions in your followers. Make sure the messages you're putting out into the world have value in them and that your page has a cohesive storytelling quality. Most importantly, make content that your audience actually wants and needs. It sounds obvious, but if you haven't thought about what your content will look like as a final product and how that content is going to be perceived by your audience, it's time to start. Figure out a style that works for you and will resonate with others. Then you can apply it to all the different kinds of posts on your Instagram and watch your followers grow. Now that you've shifted your mindset to get you showing up more consistently, it's time to get started on your Instagram journey. But first, there are a few simple rules to keep in mind. It takes time. If you go into this with the mindset that today you're making your first post and tomorrow you're going to be launching your own fashion line, you're going to be disappointed. It takes time to build a following and establish yourself, so enjoy the process. Don't just collect followers. Don't focus on how many followers you have just yet. Focus on how you can engage the ones you do have. If you have 1,000 followers and 10% of those followers regularly engage with your content, while someone else has 10,000 followers and almost no engagement, you're doing it right, and the followers will come. Okay, this may seem like the obvious one, but Instagram shouldn't feel like a chore. It should be fun, and if it isn't, the audience can tell. Who wants to watch someone who would clearly rather be doing something else?